Hello everyone, it's Nen from Insightful Vibrations. Thank you for tuning into the channel, thank you for subscribing, and I hope you will like and share these videos. Please remember that we start off with astrology for the week of June 19th to 25th, 2017, and then for the same week we will look at the Lenormand Gilded Reverie deck card readings for each sign. Now remember, if you know your sun sign, moon sign, and rising sign, you can watch all three videos for a more comprehensive picture. This week I thought I'd start off with the Whispers of Lord Ganesha deck. I'm absolutely enthralled with this deck, and it is so vividly illustrated and beautiful, and just brings such wonderful messages. So for this week for everyone, we can say that we have a lot of blessings, healing, surrender, and insight. And in fact, what's amazing is that the astrology matches exactly that. We know that I mentioned last week that Neptune is retrograde right through to the third week of November, and that gives us an opportunity to make dreams come true, because Neptune is all about dreams and also illusions, and also sometimes trickery and deception. But at the same time, you can make of it what you will, and it's your own willpower that will use these energies of Neptune wisely. And when it's retrograde, it'll actually lessen the illusion and deception and make dreams more realistic, or you'll focus on more realistic things. So I feel that it's a wonderful energy, but it also, as usual, deepens the third eye capacity, the capacity for insight and intuition. And this is a wonderful, wonderful thing, because those of you who are studying anything from astrology to, magic, to energy healing, to, reading cards or runes or anything else, will really find that your channels are just opening up even that much more intensely during this Neptune retrograde period, and you're able to tap into some very high wisdom. So I feel that this is a very, very positive period. But also remember that we also have a Pluto retrograde until the third week of September. And, the thing with that is, as I mentioned in my holistic astrology column on Facebook, that, Pluto retrograde is going to dredge up those things that just no longer serve you and make you dispense with them. Things that are just not worth fighting for will just leave your sphere. And this, for some of you, includes relationships that don't work. So we really have an opportunity here to make dreams come true in more than one way. Let go of what's not serving your highest good, and start to focus on new doors opening, because when one door closes, another one opens. We already know that to be true. And you have to make room in your life for these things. So if you clutter your life with things that aren't serving your highest good, then there's really no fresh energy room at all. Now, as far as the actual main aspects, June 20th has a couple of interesting aspects. First of all, Venus is sextiling Neptune, and that's a beautiful romantic energy. So those of you who want to have a date on Tuesday night, I think that's a really good thing to do. Also, maybe doing something outdoors would be good, because Venus, of course, rules Taurus, and Taurus loves nature and is a very grounded sign. When Neptune loves water, so something out by the lake would be nice, and also blue skies. So those are some nice hints for you to make it even more romantic and really healing in another way. Now, also on the 20th, that's Tuesday, we have Mercury sextiling Uranus, and Uranus is the planet of eccentricity, surprise, technology, innovation, way out there thinking, inventions, etc. And when Mercury is forming this positive angle with Uranus, it is telling you, look, do mercurial things that that will give you innovation or innovative approaches to things. Mercury is all about learning, studying, writing, communicating. Itself, Mercury itself is about technology and things like that. So I do feel that those of you who want to create something under this energy on June 20th you really have a wonderful time. And on June 21st, we have Mercury conjunction the Sun. And basically what happens here is that you will be communicating a lot. And there's going to be a lot of information being exchanged. So again, it's just a glorious day for those of you who are, out there doing sales, or, making a pitch for your thesis, or whatever it is you're doing. This is just a brilliant energy for you. On the 23rd of June, we have the new moon in Cancer. And this is a beautiful new moon energy because, Cancer is that sign that's, good for both home and family, but also for prosperity. And I feel that those of you who wish to start new endeavors on the eve of the new moon can certainly do that. Any new money-making adventures, any new homing instinct sort of things, such as moving in together as a couple, renovating your home, doing anything like that would be very, very nice for you. And of course, it depends on where, you are experiencing the constellation of Cancer in your own chart right now as to just exactly how this will manifest itself. But it's a beautiful, romantic, gentle, and prosperous energy. And then on June 24th, we have Venus trine Pluto. And this is really wonderful because Venus is cooperating with Pluto, where Pluto's, usually sort of dredges up things we don't want to deal with. Right now, Venus is cooperating with Pluto and Pluto with Venus. So I feel that this could be a very romantic, if not very passionately romantic configuration. So we're dredging up a lot of emotion, a lot of passion here. So that's a little note for those of you who wish to have a date night. And then finally on Sunday, June the 25th, we look at Mars squaring Jupiter. And this is just a brilliant, brilliant energy because for those of you who want to initiate something, who want to have, a chance at success, I feel that this is really a lively, innovative, energetic energy that can do just that, lead you to success. So use that energy wisely, put some ideas into motion, and let's go forward with a fantastic week. So that summarizes it. I'm going to focus on the zodiac signs separately now. Please remember to watch your sun sign, moon sign, and rising sign or ascendant videos, because you will get a more comprehensive picture of the energies ahead. And of course, the reason you're listening to these readings is so you can navigate all these energies much more easily than you would if you hadn't. So have yourself a wonderful week. Here we go with the individual forecast. Taurus, your week of June 19th to 25th, 2017 is going to be quite exciting. First of all, we have the snake, the scythe, the house, the man, the mouse, and the key. And then characterizing your whole week is the card over to the very left, the ship. So let's see what's going on for you, Taurus, sun sign, moon sign, and rising sign folks. Well, first of all, let's look at what the ship means as an overall energy this week. The ship is basically ushering new things. It's ushering in people into your sphere. It's ushering in possibly a man, because it's pointing at the man. And it's ushering possibly even somebody who's not so desirable, because it's also juxtaposed to the snake. So you do have a little bit of caution here, because the snake could be somebody who's a little stealth, a little sort of unnoticeable sometimes. Sometimes it's people who don't wish you well, or who want something that you don't want to give up. So this could represent anyone who's either sly, or somebody who's even downright criminal, with the mischief card there with the mice. And you just have to be careful, because with the south pointing at the house, it could even mean somebody unscrupulously duping you out of a proper deal, something to do with your house or a real estate transaction itself. So you do have to be careful, Taurus, this week if you're engaged in any of those kinds of activities. Of course, this is a general reading, so it may not apply to every Taurus, but some of you will experience these energies. The ship also brings in, travel. So those of you who are traveling, just be careful that you don't go into any undesirable areas. So take precautions not to go off the beaten track. That's what the snake would represent. And for some of you, you may be traveling with a man. Now, There also may be a man in your life who is not well, experiencing some kind of illness. This could be, represented by the man and the mouse card together. And I do feel that this person or someone who's a man around you may have surgery, and that's represented by the scythe. So I do feel, though, that with the key card next to the mouse, that you definitely can see positive and steady improvement in the situation and full healing of this person. So it seems like it's a happy ending after all for those of you who are unfortunate to experience this. I also feel that some of you may be moving into a new home or moving in with a romantic partner, or having a romantic partner move in with you. It's definitely something with the house and the key, and I feel that it's really, really nice. But for some of you, I hate to say this with the mice and the scythe there, some of you may experience that this was supposed to happen, but the partnership is no longer succeeding. And again, with Pluto retrograde, a lot of relationships that just aren't worth it are just not going to be carried through. And this energy is right to the third week of September. So evaluations for a lot of people are being reevaluated. And I think overall there is some new romance coming in for some of you with the key. Notice the cage and the rose. The cage opens, the rose is there. It's like finding some beauty, some charm, some elegance in a romantic partner. I think that's very, very wonderful. Now, some of you with the snake and the man may find that a romantic partner isn't just as ideal. There may be some undesirable characteristics that you learn about the man, or you may realize that the man has someone else. And so, that there's a sort of issue of whether there's any loyalty, or whether the relationship can succeed at all, or whether it's worth it even starting one up. But for some of you, don't let that concern you, because the romantic vibes are very clear. Now, I think that with the house as well, you can expect some real joy in your house. I feel that for some of you, you will be experiencing some changes to the house. So there may be some additions or some demolition of part of a house to be rebuilt. So I think that's a very joyous thing, Taurus. I think overall there's a lot of activity, and I wish you a wonderful week.